24/7.
Are you ready to talk about sex?
No, let's talk about relationships.
Or is it time to talk about dating, taboos?
It's on your mind.
So let's talk about it
On Nightlife 24/7.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Nightlife 24/7. As always, I'm your boy Mac, and tonight I actually are going to do something a little bit different. We are actually going to do somewhat of a panel. So give a warm welcome to Susan. What's up, Susan?
Hey.
You got your girl Sweet.
Jonesin.
My boy David, as always.
Hello, everyone.
And Marissa has stepped away, so she'll be back as soon as possible.
No, I'm here. It's just my camera is acting funny. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know, sometimes beauty can't be shown to the world like that. It's got to be hidden.
Oh, okay now. That's what we're doing. All right.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to hide that beauty. I'm just saying. So listen, I ran across something the other day when I was reading an article, and it made me think, and I said, you know what? I need to find out from different people in different age groups and different parts of our lives, how do we distinguish who is considered relationship material, or do we realize at some point, damn, they just really all it is just a booty call. I need to keep them in the booty call selection area because they can never be anything more than a booty call. So let's start off with this. This is the question I'm gonna pose to you. You meet someone and you're having a great time with them. You realize you have a lot in common. What is it about that person, that one person, that says, you know what? I think that's the person I want to be in a relationship with. Go ahead and start, Susan, because I know, yeah.
Just put me on the spot there. Honestly, it's for me, it's the connection, the emotional connection. If I have that right away, they could be a relationship. Otherwise, it's gonna be a booty call.
But okay, let me ask you this. You can have a strong connection with someone and it just turns out to be a booty call because it's more of a sexual animalistic attraction.
True. But there's also that emotional connection that's totally different from the animalistic side of it.
All right. Okay, I can get that. What are your thoughts on that, David?
Well, I would defer to the thinking that first and foremost, you got to determine whether or not you're even open to the idea of a relationship. I can only speak for myself, obviously, but for me, if I'm trying to meet someone and I'm interested in a relationship, that's something I want to make sure I establish from the beginning. And so if I connect with the person enough to where I am considering them for a relationship, that's something I've already decided for myself. I'm actually interested in a relationship from the very beginning.
Okay.
Right.
Sweet. Now, I remember a few years ago, you were actually dating, how can I say this? You were traveling. You were traveling at the time, but during that time of traveling, you were dating different people. What made you think, okay, that's a booty call, that's a good friend, that's someone I like to get to know?
Like David just said, there was intent. And when like people use different terminologies like free-spirited or transparent or whatever you want to call it, but you have those conversations up front because it could be a married man that's trying to communicate with me. So I know that's not a potential for a relationship, but we can date. We may have the same interests. It may be similar conversations, but we have boundaries. There might not be any sex involved. Or you have those people that say, you know what, I'm really feeling you, you cute, blah, blah, blah. And they got all of this talk. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. What can you do for me? And then you have other individuals that date for purpose. People date with intentions on a relationship. So you classify people according to the type of conversations you have at the very beginning.
Okay. All right. Now I have to go to my girl Marissa on this one because I think let me say this, the best way I can say this. I've never known Marissa to waste her time when it comes to meeting someone or dating someone. So when you meet someone, initially, is that your goal to see if they're relationship material or just to have a good time?
I listen to what people say, and I also listen to what people don't say. So if their actions doesn't match up with their words, I tend to put people in the category I need to put them into. And then I know how to deal with them accordingly.
Good way to put that. See, I guess I'm in that same boat with you. I listen to what people don't say. I'm one of those ones that read between the lines. Now, I'm gonna pose this question to every one of you, and you can answer as you feel. Feel free, just jump right in. You've been now spending time with this person for 30 days. And nothing is really wrong, and you haven't seen any major red flags. Okay? And you're now ready to take it to the next step, which is, I'm going to just say hypothetically sex. I'm not saying everybody here is going to wait 30 days, 60 days, 90 days for the cookie. You can give it up or receive it or whatever. But you waited that long because you, based on schedules not jiving, work, and all kind of different other things going on. But you're like, damn, I'm ready to, see how this goes on the physical level. Can you make a decision? Can you make a decision then, once you went to the physical level, if this person is going to be a booty call or relationship material based on just the physical? Or would you consider even doing that?
It's more intellectual for me because I'm a demisexual. So for me, if I can't connect,
time out. What's that?
I will explain. I'm about to explain what a demisexual is. A demisexual is someone who's turned on intellectually. So if you can't stimulate my mind with a conversation, there's no way for me to connect to you physically. So that whole physical part, it probably won't even happen if I can't connect with you mentally.
So there's a word for that. Okay,
Yes.
let me take notes.
Really, please? I already seriously thought you knew that. I really did. I thought you knew that because you don't like dealing with some guys.
That part, but I'm still learning these the proper acronyms and terminologies for a lot of things because I'm just used to just shooting the stuff. But now there's like terms for these things, and I'm like, okay, I've been speaking to people in English, trying not to use these terminologies because people don't understand what you're talking about. And in the meanwhile, I've gotten lost in translation, and now there's things that I don't know. So I just ask, and I'm like, okay, a demisexual. All right, let me write that down. I like that because that's me.
Yeah, that's definitely me. I state that
Thank
on
you,
every.
Marissa.
I state it
No
on
problem.
every app I'm on, and I've seen it be. So, how many of you have actually had a serious relationship develop from a dating app?
I have.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of us, when you get a dating app, it tends to be out. Mostly, they become a friend or a booty call.
Can we say Yahoo? I took it way back. I know I did. Because I married my husband from a Yahoo group, y'all.
Wow.
I met one of my ex-wives on a Yahoo group. Oh no,
Dave, you never told me that, Dave. Never.
There's a lot of things I haven't told you, bro.
Damn, a Yahoo group. Okay.
Matter of fact, I met my last wife online. Black Planet.
Is Black Planet?
I remember Black Planet.
I'm dating myself.
I met my ex online. But
Yeah,
I saw him in real life. And then I was like, isn't that the guy that's in my inbox?
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
What about you, Susan?
Ma'am, stop.
Met my ex-husband on Yahoo, so got that one. The guy I'm currently dating, met him off of a dating apps, a website.
Damn, see, I guess Yahoo was there before Tinder and POF and
Craigslist and Ebony Love Line. All of it.
Ebony Love Line. I never even heard
Don't
of
worry
that
about it. Don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
I didn't even heard of these things, man. I knew there was Tinder. I knew that. But at the time, Tinder wasn't even a dating app, right? Tinder was about getting together and just knocking boots. That was about it.
Oh, then you had the website Online Booty Call.
See, don't even know
you
about
have
that.
Fling.com.
Yep.
And it used to be Backstage, but they shut that down.
What the hell was
Don't forget Ashley Madison.
Oh, it was, sorry, Backpage. That's correct.
Backpage.
Backpage was for working gig jobs, and they turned it into prostitution solicitation. That's why they turned it down, because technically a working woman was a gig job. So they couldn't say, hey, that's not a job. So they end up shutting down the whole site.
Isn't what POF is now?
I don't know. I went on POF over 10 years ago.
I just learned about that.
And I've never been back on it.
Well, what about Nude Africa?
What the hell is Nude Africa?
See, I'm taking it way back. I'm taking it way back.
That wasn't necessarily a dating site per se.
Yeah, it was more so
people posting pictures and videos.
Yeah.
Amateur porn.
It was like the beginning version of OnlyFans.
I don't know anything about all that.
See, I am so lost because I didn't know it. I don't know any of this.
Good thing you're hosting the show.
We're taking Mac back to school.
Man, that's crazy. That is so freaking crazy. All these different, wow. Okay. I knew back in the day though, people who got on Plenty of Fish and met someone and they're married and still married to the day. Plenty of Fish must have been one of the good ones.
That's because
good too.
One, a lot of us transitioned at the same time. Because with our age range, anybody that's probably 35 and up, we all pretty much had access to the internet at the same time. So we went from college and working professionals with no social life to utilizing the internet for our social lives. So we met more people online on the World Wide Web than we did in real life because we were responsible people when the internet was accessible.
Marquise.
Yeah, but I think dating has changed dramatically now because of COVID. Everyone is video chatting and dating and socializing because of COVID. And my sister Michelle said, "Damn, Nude Africa." But I think dating has now become, dating has become more online. People are still going out and doing their thing, but the way you're meeting people now is more so on an online platform than anything else. Because I didn't realize for years when people would say, hit me, DM me or hit me up on my DM, I was like, what the hell is that? I didn't realize they were telling you, hey, if you want to holler at me or contact me, shoot me a message. And I'm being straight up honest. I just wasn't one of those social media people. Never have been, probably never will be. If it wasn't for Sweet, I wouldn't have got into a lot of social media stuff. And then Marissa came around and added on TikTok and all that stuff. I was like, man, social media just wasn't my platform. It just wasn't. I just didn't see myself there. So what are those things that made you realize the person you were trying to connect with on a relationship type level you realize, oh snap, it's just good sex, and we have a great time together in bed. What were those things? Give me one thing that y'all all picked up on and said, yeah, this ain't gonna work out.
When I realized I didn't want to be in public with him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go with it, Marissa. When you realize what?
When I realized I didn't want to be in public with him. If I feel like you're only good for the bedroom, no.
I agree there.
I feel like there's some backstory with that, Marissa.
I'm serious. Me too.
I need the juice.
Who is it? Why is it this person you kicking it with? You can't even go out in public with him.
Well, back then, let me tell you, back then I was a whore. I was told to embrace my whorism, and I did. So my best friend who passed away, may he rest in peace. And I did. And, there was just some people you just knew you could not connect with mentally. It was just like, this is just a physical thing and we're going to leave it at that. And I really feel sometimes I'm a man because I can detach my feelings so easily, especially when sex is involved. I'm like, this is your purpose and that's your only purpose. I'm not going to allow my feelings to flow into it like that.
I'd like to challenge you on that.
Really?
Yes. Only from the standpoint of, for women, they do it just as much as men, especially in this day and age, because the social norms are changing to where women are no longer brainwashed to equate sex with love. Mm-hmm. So what's the phrase, hot girl summer? Where women go out and explore.
Is there even a sexual connotation with hot girl summer? That just means that I'm eating good, I'm drinking my water, I'm sexy, I'm fine, my outfits are bomb, I'm thrifting, I'm saving my money, I'm traveling with my girlfriends, and I'm about my business. There's no sexual connotation about hot girl summer.
I agree with that. It's more so of a self-care thing. We have come into a society where a lot of women are becoming more aware of being taking care of themselves. So it's getting their hair done, their nails done, and not waiting for a partner to do it for them.
Okay.
Or waiting for permission to do
that too.
Summer, but having heard several women refer to going hunting and calling it hot girl summer, that's why I use that reference. So I'm not trying to imply that applies to sex only, but given the fact, as I was stating earlier, that for a lot of women in this day and age, the whole idea of sex being equated to love and emotions and all that, it's no longer that way for a lot of women.
Well, when you say that, I feel like the whole LGBTQ situation has taken the whole privacy away from sexual life, sexual conversations, sexual relationships entirely. Because it was this big movement to talk about sexuality, sexual, nature, sexual XYZs. So now it's like, okay, if this is okay, why should I not be okay with my heterosexual nature? So I shouldn't have to hide the fact that I like more than one person. I shouldn't have to hide the fact that, I might want to have, explore different sexual activities, because it's turned into a normal thing now. And I do credit the LGBT movement for taking sex out of the bedroom, because now it's just a normal thing that people talk about.
Well, I have to say this, it's been around, it's just people weren't talking. It's just they have been able, now it's given a platform for them to talk and be free about it. Yeah. but it's always
So
been
now
around.
with the whole movement, everybody just pretty much jumped on board. And we can sit down and talk about, sex changes and how people feel on the inside and, how people feel like they're born this way and born that way. I should be able to sit down and put my feet up and say, yeah, I had sex with this guy. Yeah, I had sex with this lady. Yeah, I think she's attractive. Yeah, I don't like this guy anymore and I want to have sex with this person. It's not women are doing it more now. It's just more socially acceptable. Because women were doing it before. It just wasn't on internet.
I think on the Hot Girls Summer, it's an age range because you got the 20-year-olds out there that are saying it's a Hot Girl Summer and they're talking about going out and having their sexual flings. And
the 20-year-olds are the bad biatches. So that's a different category. And that to me is the whole sexual, I'm going out here, I'm about to bag me a dude and XYZ. But then the Hot Girl Summers are usually the more matures, getting our homegirls together. Let's talk about our businesses. Let's go to the spa. Let's go to the sauna. Let's go take these girl trips and do our thing.
Yeah, there's the difference between Hot Girl Summer and then there's a difference between doing thought shit. There's two different things here. When you're doing thought shit, that's when you having sex with multiple people and you don't care. But when you're doing Hot Girl Summer, when it's Hot Girl Summer, it's more so of a self-care thing.
Yeah, because I just got down to 197 pounds and I got a Hot Girl Summer coming up because the summer about to get all of this. I'm eating good. I'm drinking my water. I'm exercising. I'm hula hooping. It's about to be a Hot Girl Summer for me for the first time in a very long time. And I feel good about it. And there's no sex involved. There's no, I have a whole husband. But I'm not even thinking about, shopping for men. I'm thinking about, I actually feel like I'm in a really good mental space. I'm in a good physical space. I'm achieving my goals, and it's about to be some stars shining, the stars aligning in my direction. Matt, I have a question for you. So,
okay.
How do you know that it's time to stop a relationship, but you want to continue the sexual relationship? How do you do that?
He just says it. He's very blunt.
I was just gonna say, I tend to just speak it and put it out there. I'm like, why even beat around the bush? Why play games with each other? Just say it, be done. Listen, this ain't working, but I love having sex with you. Can we kick it? I just recently done it to a partner I thought could turn into something. Won't say her name, Michelle, but and I just put it clearly out there. I'm just saying, hey, this ain't working for me, dog, but I enjoy the sex with you, and if you want to kick it, let's keep kicking it. And her exact words were, we'll just see how it goes. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I was like, okay, cool.
Did you just glide the name in there?
Hey, I heard.
Okay, I was just making sure it wasn't just me. Okay.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
We know confidentiality out the door.
So we're just gonna replay this. David, I really like you. I think that we're really good together, but I don't want to be with you, David. I just want to have sex with you, but I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Are you cool with that?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you were going to be cool with that, but some kind of way Matt makes that work.
I allow me to say, if I may.
Go right ahead.
Once again, I go back to what I said at the very beginning about knowing what you want in a relationship with somebody. And if I'm looking for a meaningful relationship, just a mere physical relationship isn't going to work. And so why would I engage in a physical relationship with somebody that I'm not trying to build something with? So that's just me and my preference. But I get it as far as everybody else, and they have what they do and how they want to do it. And I have nothing but respect for it. But for me, I'm just not interested in having a physical relationship that's not going to lead to something meaningful.
Okay. I see your point on that. I honestly see your point on that. But I've come to realize as I've gotten older that everyone that I'm attracted to and want to have a relationship doesn't feel the same way about me. So if that situation comes to that point, but I enjoy being with them on a physical level, why do I need to stop enjoying them in that point until I find someone else? And not necessarily saying that I will, but what I'm saying is, okay, I've been with them for 3 months now. We realize this isn't working as a relationship, but we have a great time together. We enjoy each other on a physical level. We enjoy going out to grab something to eat or going to see a movie. Because you can have those type of friends with benefits with no relationship tip added into the mix. So why change that until you come across that which is going to be your partner?
If you're doing things other than sex, it's more than just a physical relationship.
Right. I get that. It's more than just that, but it turned into that. It became that. So rather than hopping around, I'd rather stay where I know I'm okay for the moment and move forward from that point.
So you're in a relationship.
More so
in a physical relationship.
I call it entanglement.
If you're having sex
okay, Will Smith.
You're doing other activities, movies, dinner, and just hanging out, that is a relationship.
Okay,
I agree.
But there's different levels of a relationship.
Okay, but it's still a relationship.
Right. But it's not a committed relationship as boyfriend, girlfriend. Come on now, Susan. You've been in those situations because I know for a fact.
No, not me.
Not her.
That's a situationship.
That is a situationship. But that goes back to the terminology situation. So it is a situationship, but it's still a relationship. It's a relationship that we've established. We have boundaries. And like for me, I didn't have the whole, oh, well, this is just my booty call situation. However, I am a pillow princess. So I categorize that differently because I'm receiving and I'm not giving anything. So to some people,
there's a word for that. Starts with an S.
Selfish?
I didn't say that.
But to some people.
Well, no, David. They got a new, the new terminology from a few years ago. It is pillow princess, not selfish. I'm just a pillow princess.
But for some people, even though for me, I'm just a pillow princess, to them, but those boundaries were good enough and they still felt like I was their girlfriend, even though they were not getting anything sexual from me. You see what I'm saying? So even though we create those boundaries, what works for you might not work for someone else, but there's going to be 2 other people somewhere else that actually works for.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, once again, the trick is finding someone that's willing to, first of all, openly communicate what exactly it is they want, and then both parties being willing to accept each other's terms. That's the trick.
Okay. It's all about communication.
Technically, it's not a trick.
All about communication.
Yeah.
Right. It's not about a trick at all. When I met my husband, we met at a reggae concert. He offered me a drink. And I said, I have a drink. He was like, well, whenever you're ready, I would love to buy you a drink. I said, well, before you buy me a drink, we need to have a conversation. What are your intentions? Why are you trying to buy me a drink when you can clearly see I have $5 for my own drink? And we literally had a whole conversation. I went through all of my qualifications at that time because at that point I was dating for a purpose. Now, prior to that, I wasn't dating for no purpose. I was dating for some cash. I was dating for some dick. I was dating for attention. I was dating for some trips. You know what I'm saying? So those conversations went different. So it is just about the communication. Listen, I'm polyamorous. I don't have any children. This is how old I am. These are the things that I want. These are the things that I like. These are the things that I don't like. These are my rules. What are your rules? Mm-hmm. And if we can meet each other in the middle, we can meet in the middle. If not, touche.
You know, some want to get flued out, and some want to be.
Let me ask this then: when has a booty call turned into a relationship?
My husband.
Yep. Okay. But how did you know to take it from the booty call to I'm actually, the sex is great, or I'm having a good time sexing, but I want more than that? How did you know?
It took 11 years for us to figure that out.
So it just wasn't overnight.
Hold up. You had a booty call for 11 years?
Don't judge me. Look here.
No, that's not a judge. That's like a crown for a queen. Like,
well,
I'm trying to understand. Like, you kept this brother roped in for 11 years. That is some amazing booty. Okay.
What had happened was, as they would say, when we met, for some reason we didn't start a relationship, and then I started another relationship, got married to the person, and then he became the jump off. Y'all just follow along.
Yeah.
So my marriage fell apart, but him and I were always friends. And then eventually he moved into the house that I was living in, and we just realized we really truly enjoyed each other's company because we finally had just us. There was no other distractions.
Right.
And then
for 11 years.
For 11 years, yes. And then we finally said, you know what? Let's try this out. If it works, great. If it does not, we can always go back to being friends. Well, luckily it worked. And we got married after 9 years of being together. We got married on our 9th year of being together. And
wow.
So it's a success story.
See,
those are the stories.
Fairy tales exist.
Those are the stories that people need to hear.
Yeah.
Those are the stories that people need to hear. Like I said, I ran through a long list of questions with my husband, and we went home and banged it out. And people talking about, you don't have sex on the first date. You don't have sex when you meet people. But guess what? I got a whole husband that treats me amazing. No.
And I like that because I met a female many years ago, but I'm not trying to say how old I am. And I'll never forget when I got with her on the very first date. She told me, she's like, listen, let's just go ahead and have sex. And I'm like, what? She's like, listen, you trying to get it. I'm not trying to really give it up, but we need to see if we're going to be compatible, because if the sex is not good, I don't want to wait 3 months, 6 months, or a year with you and then realize when we finally have sex that you're horrible. And now I've just wasted all this time. I could have been with someone else. Well, that relationship lasted almost 3 years, but I prefer someone who's better just put it out there. Right. I mean, a booty call can become a serious relationship if you know where you stand. My sister just thinks we're stupid because she is over here cracking up in the comment section. But she's just like, yeah, she's going nuts over here. But I think that's communication on both parts on both people, because let's just say if I'm thinking we're having great sex and you're getting off and enjoying yourself, but you said, you know what, I like you, I like spending time with you, but I'm just not where you're at.
Well, see, my thing is this. As a woman we understand there's no take backs. Once I give you some pussy, I can't get my pussy back. So we are going to make this work. Like, this session has to be explosive. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't get my pussy back. Like, I hear too many people talk about, girl, he was trash. Like, okay, did you do everything that you could to enhance the situation, or did you allow your mind over the matter? You know what I'm saying? So you put that into it. So it's like you don't have any regrets. So I totally understand where homegirl is coming from, because I don't want to sit and waste my time either. So I totally get that.
Is that why you never went when I always say, hey, help a brother out, loan me some pussy, you never give up now?
Listen, you can't just borrow the pussy like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because once you borrow some, then you're going to be like, hey, sweets, check this out. I'm a little short over here in the pussy department.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Can you help me out?
Can you help
and then I'm going to have to keep helping you out. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you could, have the craving for that appetite. No, you can't just give everybody everything.
That's what friends do. When you short on this end, a friend steps up for you. I'm just
saying. I'm short on this end.
Listen, we had that. We did a show about friends and sex. And if you guys go back and listen to that show, it was hilarious.
It was hilarious. The dude was like, "Yo, can I?"
Definitely need to have.
Like what?
Definitely need to have a panel on that, because Matt has so many stories, with his travels, and I'm like, your needs are like always met. Like there's always some woman out there that just feels like he's just so amazing that they just have to give him some ass. I'm just like, you're just this amazing friend, aren't you?
Well, he knows how to hunt. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Mm-hmm.
I love hunting. I ain't gonna sit.
He knows how to hunt.
Yeah, I love hunting. But anyway, so all right, this show I wanted to, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I chose the people I chose, because one thing I can say about the people on this show, for those of you who are listening to the show and commenting and everything, is everyone that's on this show tonight are people that I've known for years. I mean years, not just someone I met overnight. And they all have their own experiences, and we've all sat there and spoke to each other about all the craziness when it comes to relationships and booty call. So it's not that we are experts. I'm not trying to say that. We're not saying that we're experts. We're not therapists. We're not counselors. We're just telling you from our own experiences the things that we ran across and how we've dealt with them or are still dealing with them to make our life manageable and not as crazy. So I'm hoping that at some point during this conversation that I've had with my friends, you guys picked up on something that can help you move in the right direction to decide if that person is the relationship material or just a booty call. Now, I know here in Atlanta, I don't know why, but here in Atlanta, they got this little, I'm saying quotes here, men and women just can't be friends. I don't know what the hell that is about, but because if you're men and women and you're friends here in Atlanta, you got to be fucking. I don't get it, but maybe it's just a thing here in Atlanta. I don't know. But you need to figure it out for yourself. Now, my boy David here, I will say this. David, if he sets his mind on a female, that's who he's on. He's not hoe jumping. I wish he would be hoe jumping, because then I can have somebody watch my six, but he don't hoe jump. So I'm trying to get him there, but he won't go there.
You looking for a partner in crime?
Huh?
Thank you for that endorsement.
Not a problem. What'd you say, sweet?
You looking for a partner in crime?
Damn right, because you got married, so my partner in crime was gone.
But
I'd volunteer, but I'm too far away.
No shit. You used to be my dog.
But the thing is, I still roll with the pack of pretty bitches. So the women are still around. Okay. Mentioning, I would love for us all to get together, go on a trip, have a party, and do some very irresponsible things, take some footage, and, just have fun. They don't have to be sexual things, but, just fun. Kick back, lay back.
I'm glad you clarified that, because when you said footage, I was like, oh shit, here come back to Yeah, I come back them porn days. But okay,
She was
I
talking
get
about hot girl summer, not
That.
hot shit.
But I
There's a
mean, we can
difference.
That's not
promote
sexual.
Lashimo. We we can promote Lashimo, throw in a couple of Dom training classes, and do some real fun stuff.
I'm with it. I'm with it. We just got to get Susan ass to actually show up here in Atlanta. She's been saying it for 3 years now.
Something like
Technically
that.
not, because we can always go to Susan.
You don't want to come here.
Yeah, girl, you don't want to go to Kansas.
It's about to snow about 6 to 8 inches right like tonight. You don't want to come here.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And then it's hot. No.
Yeah,
I say we all go to
she needs to
Mexico.
come here. She needs to come here. That's what that is. That's all good. That is totally good. So I'm gonna say this to you guys. I appreciate you for who you are, and I'm so glad that I met you. And my girl Sweets, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so happy for her when she met her husband, Alistair, and I really like him. And it hurt me to my heart though, because I was like, damn, my road dog is gone, just gone.
That is not true, but
that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I'm just saying. And then Susan was here. She lived in Tennessee, but she would spend a lot of time here in Atlanta. Then boom, next thing I know, she in Kansas. Hadn't seen her since. Kansas. It's like she went there and Dorothy said, "Hey, we ain't got no red shoes for you to click your ass to get back to Tennessee."
That's not true. I stopped by your house when I was on my way to Savannah.
Yeah, that is true. You did. I think I was still young then.
That was like 5 years ago.
I was young then. And my boy David now, he's on the road, so I'm telling you, man, as you get older, your friends, y'all ain't dying off, y'all just weeding away.
Y'all see how I'm chopped liver over here? Y'all hear my name, huh? It's okay. It's chopped liver.
No, that means you're still in the circle. You're still okay right now.
Yeah,
you're still in the safe zone.
I might be booted off the island.
Zone.
Okay.
Why am I shooting shots at you and you're in the safe zone? See?
I didn't understand the lingo, so I'm glad that Sweets was able to, break it down for me in layman's terms.
And clarify that for you.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. You're killing me. Susan, when are you going to be back in Atlanta?
Well, let's pull out the calendar and figure out a date.
All right, cool. Sweet, I know you got something coming up Thursday, tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow, Vibes ATL in Lithonia. We do networking events. Tomorrow is Sip and Paint and Sip and Smoke from 7 to 9. After that is Grown and Sexy After Party. Bunch of bosses, serial entrepreneurs, and individuals that got the bag right. So you don't have a problem, hanging out with other people that is on a mission. So a group of responsible business owners.
Adults. These are adults, okay? She's hanging out with adults, okay? Just so put that out there. So if you coming up there with your pants all sagging and shit and trying to holler at somebody acting all stupid, you're gonna be a little thrown off because these.
Oh, you can't even get in.
Right. These are adults.
Look, like Chris Brown said, you can't even get into the club. Yeah. Like it's a dress code. I mean, and you're an entrepreneur, you're small business people and people that have something to lose. So you can come out, get your business cards out there, come out with your laptop. If you do have something going on, you can promote that. If you need a space, if you need to rent a space, you can promote that. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, building and lifting each other, because if somebody else is growing, that's an opportunity for me to network and feel safe when you're around people that have something to lose,
That's true. That is true. So you guys get a chance to go out tomorrow. Please go out, support my girl Sweet, and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. I really want to say thank you to everyone that showed up tonight for the show. Susan from Kansas, Marissa here in ATL, Sweet here in ATL, and my boy D is back in the ATL. Not for long, but he's back.
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long. He is traveling the whole country. So you look around, he might be in your neck of the woods next week. you know, what we say on this show every week, and we mean it from the bottom of the heart. You guys, you're here to help someone, and if you can't help them, we truly, truly ask that you don't do anything to harm them. The world is getting crazy. Doesn't mean you have to be crazy with them. Protect yourself, protect your family, and maintain love above everything else. I want to say thank you to everyone else. And with that being said, we are going to play ourselves out. So I'll holler at you guys later.
Deuces.
We at Nightlife 24/7 appreciate you, our listener, who has an open mind and heart and are able to listen, learn, and discuss those issues that affect you and your partner. By discussing these issues, we hope to keep the lines of communication open to help inform you, our listener, and our community. It's on your mind, so let's talk about it on Nightlife 24/7.